Oh, Celine, can you give me a 12? Where'd that extension go? Oh, I can't forget the world's longest extension. Jesus. Oh my God, what is this? Jesus Christ. This thing is starting today. The other hard part about vlogging and setting up a tripod too all the time is you always forget shit when you're under the car. That's why I didn't yell at them to give me something, so I don't want to get out. And yeah, everything's setting up, like camera setup, camera position, everything takes a long time. So if you're really not motivated to do a fucking project or finish it, it just sucks. Everything sucks. Oh my God, I don't know if this is gonna fucking work. Is this slave even gonna work? Oh jeez. Well, I guess I should have fucking tried this thing on first. I think I should ask for an extension. Watch, I'm gonna have to yell for them one more time. God damn it, Nico. What are you doing? It's impossible. Hey, you guys want to give me an extension? I lied. Grab me an extension, por favor. Funny thing is, so especially when you have help, or you don't have help that somebody that knows what they're doing or working on cars, etc. Oh my God, those bushings are so fucked. Jesus, I gotta replace those. This is the extension you got me. I'm gonna tighten this slave cylinder from the back of the car now. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess the 12 inches fine. How hilarious is that though? It's like a fucking 25-inch extension. I didn't even know I owned that. Watch this not even be a 12. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say. I don't know how this thing's fitting in there though. Go in, you bitch. Don't be a bitch like you are. I have my other fingers. Motherfucker. Now I got fucking grease all over my nose. I already know it. Son of a bitch. Okay, take 16. I guess what's funny is I actually have to use the long one because, again, I don't want to find the extension that's in between those two. I'd rather just use one that will work. And this is going to be fucking hilarious. Oh my God. Gotta go literally from the back of the door. Yeah, if anybody needs to tighten their fucking slave cylinder. Oh, come on. Just work, you ass. What is it binding on? The fucking trans? Eat shit, dude. Just go on. Wait, can I borrow you one more time? Oh, just go on, you fucking hoe. Why? 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 What are you binding on? You guys, RM54 swaps suck so much ass. Don't do it. It's the fattest fucking transmission on the planet. It's so annoying. Just a big, fat, stupid transmission. Yay, me got it. Oh my God. Put the slave on before you do any of this. This is fucking stupid. Okay. On to the next. No. Crush washer. Crush it. Come on, guy. Okay, we're done. Cool. Fitted. Alright. Let's get out of here. Where'd that extension go? Oh, I can't forget the world's longest extension. Jesus. Oh my God, what is this? Jesus Christ. This might be too much length. Let's see. I'm gonna be fighting with. I gotta fucking put like a whole gallon of clutch fluid just for this goddamn line now. Jesus. How is it even on that? Oh my God. Who the fuck? My car, as jank as some things are, well, it's not really jank, but as budgeted as some things are, this is still better than a lot of like the Drift Matsuri JZXs or the Nico Circuit JZXs. So y'all can't really get mad at me. Like whoever wins this car, this car has been loved. Love has been put into this car. Not a lot of it, but a little bit of love. Cool. All right, we're good. The next thing I wanted to do is I have to figure out how to basically, with one of these motors running power to it,
I got to figure out how to roll this back because I can't bolt the seats in like that. I can't do it. And they're sitting too far forward. I would sit like a Chinaman up front. I can't do that. So I need to be... I just need to figure out where to run power too. Because I ran power and negative on my Makita 18-volt battery. And it does everything on the seat as far as the backrest going back and forth. It takes your ass pad and that oscillates as well, but it does not roll it back and forth. So if before this video comes out, if I don't figure it out, or after this video comes out, if I don't figure it out and somebody in the comments knows how the seat wiring is, because I clipped all the harnesses like a jackass, let me know how to power up the motor that slides the rails back and forth.
2 hours later.
I'm a fucking idiot. It's the last thing I'm going to say. And Scott comes to the rescue again. We figured out how to wire the seats back together for me chopping it up and down. I'm an idiot. I had one connector unplugged, and it was like, so where I kept putting my Makita battery, I put it right here on this bottom rail. I looked at all the motors on the seat, and like this motor oscillates, that one tilts, that other one's something else. I couldn't see this fucking motor that works for the rails because my battery was hiding it the whole time. So I'm a jackass. We have now figured out how to make the seats go back and forth. There we go. Look at that. Finally. Fucking dummy, dude. I'm a fucking straight up dummy.
Rocket science, bro.
You're telling me, dude. I'm so pissed off at myself for doing this. I don't even want to raffle this car off right now. People are just going to get it and be pissed off that I just janked out all this fucking wiring. Nah, if you guys, it's because I'm running the stock seats, I'm being hella difficult. Like, obviously I should have just bought a fucking aftermarket setup already and ran like NRGs or something, but, you know, budget build. I don't want to fully do everything to this car. I'd rather stop lagging on it, get it running and driving first before sending it with all the nice purchases. I'm still gonna run stock wheel and stock seats for a minute. Get it drifting. Alright, see if this works. There we go, look at that. These are basically extension crimps, right? So now I can run this down the bottom of the seat so I can plug up to a battery when I'm drifting out of the car if I need to readjust my seating position. Or, you know what I should do? I should just mount 9-volt batteries in the car right there like a fucking idiot that I am. God, I'm so stupid sometimes. Yo, welcome back. I don't know where this is at in an episode format. I'm going to call it, I don't know, part 6 or part 7, whatever. But I remember the last thing we did was we were fucking with the seats. So we got the seats done, and now we're about to shoot back to drivetrain related stuff in the 1J car. So yeah, this is the day we're gonna fire it up. This thing is starting today. Fucking stupid bug. This is the day we're gonna fire this thing up. This car is starting today. I almost got it to fire yesterday, and I'll take you guys through the wiring real fast, and then the fuel line setup, etc., because that's all in there and buttoned up. And then I'll show you the new battery we got the other day. I didn't have time to record, so I'll just kind of refresh and go over everything and like summarize it. One of the reasons it didn't fire up yesterday is because I had these crush washers on the banjo bolt for the fuel line, and these are way too big in diameter compared to this one. You could probably barely see it. These are just a lot thicker in construction and they're better. I'll put the Dorman part number in the description. But yeah, these ones actually fit around the bolt a lot more snug, and I'll be able to like really lock this bitch on there. And then I'll have to pull that regulator from the stock 1J, and I'll have to mount it somewhere, or at least pull it away, because it's near two things. It's near the starter, which has a hot positive lead on it, and then it's also near the steering rack link. So I'm not trying to hit anything as far as like fuel line stuff goes if the car's spinning and there's that little like knuckle on the steering link. So I'm going to go bolt this back up, and then I know it'll fire. We also didn't have fuel the other day too, so I threw in 2 more gallons of fuel. So yeah, let's go through it and check it out. All right, so from what you guys know already, everything has pretty much been good to go in the wiring department with that Wiring Specialties harness. I just had to run power to a few things. So I bought the engine ground kit, and I used this on the battery side. So battery to engine block to chassis, there's a couple of them back there. This is a quick mount on a motorcycle battery, which is perfect. It has the same cold cranking amps as the bigger battery that I have, and it's just perfect size. I'll have to make a mount for that in a bit. So from there, you've got a power wire coming off of that lead, or that positive terminal. That'll come straight to the alternator. You have another one going around the back, which is going to the starter, and then that powers the harness, and then that powers alternator here, etc. So from this, you see that other white lead coming out of the firewall. That's what I had running into the car to set up ignition, and it's because I chopped out all of the original harness stuff on this car like an idiot because I went full race car. So now I'm in the process of rewiring a few things. What else is another thing I finished off? Slave cylinder's full, just have to rebleed it. Power steering pump and the reservoir is all tightened up, and reservoir's temporarily mounted, but the lines are cut, and that's good to go. Cooler's on, so that's good. The fuel thing. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get in there and see this, but I'll try and show you. So if you look right at, I want to say that's the starter, but then right below the starter, so the starter line and the lead right there, right? Right below the starter is that regulator. That regulator has a 90 off it to a soft line from the block. It's a pain in the ass, or from the rail. It's a pain in the ass to like try and mount that somewhere in the car as far as the engine bay, because the link for the steering is right here coming out of the firewall, which is where it's that fucking black knuckle right there. And then the starter's right there. It's positive, so you can already see it's resting on it. So I have to figure out how to mount that better and then run the stock fuel feed straight to it, which also has a 90 on it. So kind of a pain in the ass. We will get that done today, I promise, with that crush washer and the stuff. Going on the inside of the car, we have the seats mounted in. Since I chopped the harness on the seats too, like a fucking idiot, I had to run positive and negative leads, so I can run that to constant power in the car when I power the car up again. So I'll have these functioning. But right now, I moved them back with a Makita battery and set them in the position that I like. So they are in position for me to drive, and we're kind of good to go as far as sitting in the car. This camera is not not a very good wide angle, so I'm not gonna really see much of it. But yeah, pretty sweet. Shit, there's fucking there. What's cool about this wiring specialties harness is I have a bunch of open leads right there that I can end up wiring this up to, or if I don't, whoever gets the car can finish that off and just tap into things. So let's go into the wiring of the ignition. Okay, so if you're an idiot like me and you chop out your ignition module and the wiring for it, coming off of the chassis harness, it's going to be this blue plug. That's what plugs into that side, okay? You don't need this side at all. What you do need is to drop the panel over here and come to the other side, and there's this white connector right here. Now the white connector goes to the back of the ignition colander. That is the same as those wires. So you're going to basically strip this back, cut those leads, and you're going to have to tap these leads for the wiring specialties harness side. So this is going to be very simple. This is if you buy a universal wiring specialties harness. You go start signal to black and white wire from the white connector. Then you go ignition positive to the black and red wire from the white connector. And then this is my temporary setup right now, but you will be doing this. You run the thick white wire and then the white and red wire. They should be ran separately, not to positive immediately. But right now, just for the sake of starting the car, they ran to positive. This will be on a 20 amp inline fuse. This will be on a 30 or 40 amp inline fuse. Small to big, okay? These both need power. Then when you click the key over, you plug it in. Once you fire this over, then you'll get power everywhere. And then you'll be able to crank. Now, I don't have the battery plugged in right now, so I can't fire it yet. But that is the setup. Okay, the fuel regulator is mounted. The new crush washers are on there. I'm not 100% confident these ones are going to seal, but we're going to just go for it. So I'm going to go run power now from the battery to everything. Plug it up, go grab the key. Well, actually, it's already in there.
And then we're going to give this bitch a crank and see if we can fire it up. So let's do it. I think today's the day that 1J starts. Good. Alright, let's go for it. Yeah, dude, hell yeah, I'm juiced. I'm not gonna let it run long. I'm just gonna do this real fast while, yeah, because I'm not trying to fuck the motor up. There's no coolant or nothing. There's just enough oil. So, real quick run cycle and kill it. All right, Nico can fire up a car. Just to think that, again, you know, 2 months ago, this motor was torn apart all over the garage, and here we are, back at it. Yo, I'm super juiced off that. I didn't really think I was gonna have it fire, but Scott showed me the wiring for the ignition, and there we go, fired right up. So we're done. We're done with the like sketchy, you know, feeling. It's like, oh, is this thing gonna fire up after having the motor apart forever and having a whole lot of barber hair in there? So fucking A. I got a couple cuts to do today, and then after that I'm gonna jam out and get the rest of it wired up, cleaned up, and then I'll start filling up the power steering lines. I'll run intercooler piping, and then hopefully I get this thing like running and driving this week. Sick. So yeah, let's go for it.